Number 7 in these playoffs and push this championship series to the brink. Brown wins the tap for the Canes. Williamson off the screen. Williamson drives and Williamson finishes with the left hand. Good looking pick and roll. Clint Scales with the entry pass to Watson, trying to back down Williamson. Spin move into Brown. Brown banks it in. Jr. Bolden again from downtown, got a good look and he drains it. And Mo Bolden is one for, that's Mo's 4th 3-ball in the series. Watson banks it in through the contact. Watson won it. Herring Jr. off the pick and roll. Bolden kick out. Williams Jr. from the corner and he knocks down the corner 3. And that's back-to-back threes. White inside and he banks it home. Billy White was able to get no mistake with the left hand off the glass. 2-point game for London. Boyd, jumper, and he drains it. Julian Boyd continuing to be in these finals. Watson, though, trying to go to work on Boyd. Skyhook's good in the lane. And Watson's 2 for 2. He's got 4. Williams Jr., and he throws it down with the right hand. Good run at Williams Jr., and he made no mistake with the right hand throwing it down. White, and he banks it in. So White, once again, getting great position. Shots no good, rebound by White. Clint Scales looking to run. Watson, the floater's good, and Watson's 3 for 3. Tyrone's got 6. Them down the stretch. 1-point lead for the Canes. Boyd for 3, and Boyd drains that one. Julian Boyd continuing to be Mason. White backing down Herring Jr. White spins, draws the double, the triple. White gets his rebound and gets it to court set. Williams Jr., he drives to the rim. Williams Jr. banks it in and count it. As he was. Williams Jr. kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson for 3, and he hits it. Johnson. Billy White comes back the other way. Poole for 3, and that's off the window and in. Mike Poole not calling the banker for the first time for Halifax. Friesen Laddie for 3, and Friesen Laddie knocks it down. Dixon swings it to Poole. Poole puts it up for 3. That's in and out. Mason with the rebound. Mason powers it and banks it home. Antoine Mason staying as the Bolts are 5 for 11 from beyond the arc. Mason, he'll put it up for 3. That's a tough shot, and he rattles it home in the face of Williams Jr. just before the gun. Bolts will start the second quarter with possession. Williamson, he gets to the rim, and a nice looking drive by Williamson off of that pick and roll. And off to Zimmerman for 3. That's a tough 3, no good. Rebound by Dixon. Second chance coming up. Poole with the pull up, and pull up is good for Poole as he drains it. Watson drives, loses the handle. Williamson comes back the other way. Williamson end to end, and he banks it in. Point game for the Hurricanes. Zimmerman for 3, and Zimmerman knocks it in. Rebound by Poole. Brown, a two-handed throwdown as a misassignment. Bolts trailing here in the second quarter. Williamson gets to the rim, and Williamson banks it in. Garrett continuing. Points, 13 rebounds, and he's got 11 3-balls from downtown. He's been outstanding offensively. Williams Jr., though, picks up the slack and he banks home the left-hand man game. Capers kicks it out. Herring Jr. now drives, no-look pass, and banks it in. A beautiful no-look pass by Herring Jr. behind the back, crashing the boards. Brown tries to find White inside, gets it back. Shot clock under 10. Mason, and Mason with the finger roll through contact. Hurricanes. Herring Jr. is denied at the rim by Brown. Back the other way. Here comes Clinkscales, and he banks it home in transition. Williams Jr. tried to back down, turns it over though. Mason in the open floor, and Mason gets the floater to go. Herring Jr. As Herring Jr. playing with two personals, didn't want to pick up his third. Dugdo back the other way, and he banks it in. Mason with the floater, no good, tapped out. Bolden to Williams Jr. Williams Jr. in transition, and he gets the finger roll to go down. Ronaldo's three short at the rim. Bolden leaks out in transition, and Bolden banks it in, and Mike Leslie wants to talk it over. 4-point lead for the Hurricanes. Friesen for three. That was a good look off the screen. Can't get it to go down. Rebound, second chance, and Herring Jr. banks it in. Back. Here's Zimmerman inside to Dixon. Dixon backing down, and Dixon with the finger roll off the, the sky hook that is, off of the contact by Williams Jr. Williams Jr. though, he throws it down as a missed assignment defensively. Under a minute remaining in the second quarter. Zimmerman from way down misses everything, but rebound is picked up by Billy White. Go with their original starting lineup and no changes for the Bolts as well, as Billy White banks it in.
Important bucket for Billy White here. You know, you kind of...
Boyd has not been able to get any type of rhythm this evening offensively, as Clinkscales knocks down the tough jumper on the closeout by Herring Jr. now. Entry to Williams Jr., and he backs down. Watson gets his hand in the passing lane. Herring Jr. scoops it back up though. Boyd for three, and Boyd drops it down.
That's his sweet spot, right at the top of the key there.
Clinkscales crosses the timeline. White almost turns it over.
Oh,
nice inside look by Clinkscales, and banks it in. And Williamson, the Herring Jr. swings it to Boyd. Herring Jr. for three, and Herring Jr. gets it to go down.
London seems to respond.
Bolden with the Euro step, short at the rim, rebound by White. Hurricanes back the other way. Here's Mason, and banks it home and one. And the Canes have had their difficulties on the defensive end throughout this series. Boyd frees himself up on the spin on the baseline. 2 for 2 from downtown. Steal by Bolden now. Bolden in transition. London's got numbers. Bolden banks it home. Gives it to Brown. Dribble handoff to Poole. Zimmerman to Brown. Brown banks it in. Outstanding half-court set. Bach can't get it to go off the window. Fourth opportunity now. Mason to Poole for three, and Poole drains it.
You know, you give a guy that many looks, and sooner or later they're going to draw.
We'll check in with just over 3 minutes remaining in the third. Herring Jr. to Boyd. Boyd banks it in through the contact, and he'll go to the line as they continue to be very aggressive, crashing the offensive boards. Poole, and Poole with the beautiful floater.
You keep
and the decision-making of the official on the baseline. And that's Billy's fourth, and he'll go to the bench. Watson will check back. Friesen Laddie banks it in.
Strong, aggressive move.
In these finals. Poole back the other way, no good. Second chance, and Poole gets the sky hook to go.
That's offensive rebound number.
The Hurricanes. Bolden turns it over. Clinkscales with numbers. Kicks it out to Zimmerman for three, and that one goes down. Gets the friendly roll off the backboard. Here's Clinkscales. He turns it over though.
Tough
Williams
pass.
Jr. back in transition. London has numbers. Herring Jr. for three, and it goes down. Huge three just before the pump fake. Brown with the rebound. Behind the defense is Reefer, and Reefer can't get the bunny to go, but right there, Johnny on the spot and staying with it. And Poole banks it in. Williamson, he banks it home with the left hand. As Garrett Williams Jr. And he gets to the rim, and a nice finger roll by Kirk. He passed to Brown. Brown jaws the double. White thought about the three. Watson banks it in through the contact. So finally, Tyrone Watson, along with 12 rebounds. Turnover. Canes in transition. Here's Watson, and he banks it home. And Zimmerman, Mason for three, and he rattles it down. And he's White inside the Brown. Skyhook's good. Ramel Brown will be over the limit. And London will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Williamson with the putback off the miss. Heads. Brown, kick out, Mason for three. Short, rebound by Watson, and Watson makes no mistake. Boyd for three, that's a tough three. And he rims out, rebound though on his back is Capers, and through the contact, and one is Williamson. Started by Friesen Laddie. Brown, in tight, he'll put it up, and he puts it in. Ramel Brown with 14 rebounds. Poole steps in front of it. Poole, showtime, he banks it in. And Keith Vassell, the defending champions, any life here. Williamson to the rim, and he banks it in. As the Hurricanes get it done on home court, as they will force a 7th and deciding game here in the 2017 NBLC Finals. The final, 112 to 101.